In 1971, the day before Thanksgiving, we closed the transaction and we walked in the east door as the owners of Tomlinson Feed and Pet. We operated the one store that we're located here at 49.5 Street and still operating, and we began to expand. In 1986, we added our first store off of Burning Road. When we first bought the business, I think there were 2 shelves, 2 counters that had pet supplies in it. And the rest of it was, as I mentioned, pets of some sort and feed. And as time went along with that, it began to change. And we changed as it came about.
The industry was changing, Austin was changing, and anytime you're in business, you have to change with the market. And our market here in Austin was changing to more natural type foods. We also started adding stores, added our second store at that time after I got out of college, and started growing stores from there, and they became more pet food stores into what we have today. Before we bring a food in, we have a scorecard where we determine where do they get their ingredients, where is it made, who are the owners of it, is it priced competitively, is it a good deal for the consumer, is it a good product, is it a nutritious product for the pet. Those are things we all determine before we bring in any product, any pet food. And so we try to differentiate ourselves that way. We won't just bring in anything. We try to only have the products that have the highest quality ingredients. As we added stores, we kept growing. In 2008, my wife Renee had been teaching high school English, and she decided to come into the business, working with me as far as marketing. By that time, my dad had begun to retire as he was getting older, and I was running it, and I needed some help growing the business. And it's worked out great. We work together. I'm more the business side, she is marketing. She's more the customer experience as they come into the store. Since then, we've added, we've moved 1 store since then, and we've added 2 more, and we're about to add our 7th store in the next few weeks. When we expand, basically we just look for opportunities. We don't have a grand plan or anything like that. It's just when we see opportunities that present themselves, if they make sense for us, then we will expand. This year, in 2012, our son Brandon, who had gone to college in California, graduated a few years ago, had worked in California for a few years, but he decided to move back to Austin. So now he is coming back into the business, the 3rd generation, and wanting to relearn the business that he grew up with when he was young. One of the ways I try to keep connected closely to the businesses is I'm in each one of the stores at least 3 times a week. As I go in, I talk to the employees, I talk to the managers, just see how things are going, give them suggestions. That way, each employee knows us. When we hire, even if they're hired at another location, we try to bring them to the office to get to know them. Most places are not like Austin. Austin very much loves the local retailer, and that means a lot to us. And we try to repay that trust with a local feel, with the honest local service. Everybody that works for me, when I hire them, I tell them, you can go anywhere in town and buy dog food, but people come to us because of our people.
I've been coming here since 1985. We've always had multiple pets in our family, and I always get the help I need, plus the healthy food that I need. The pets are welcome here. Everyone knows the pets by name. I do a lot of rescue work, so I've brought fosters here as well. And it's just a really good place to be. I had some illness late last fall and early this year and was not able to drive. And so you all delivered food, large bags of food. I have 3 dogs, and so I go through quite a bit of, well, they go through quite a bit of food. So that food was delivered to the house, and there was no charge, and they brought it right in and put it wherever I needed it to be. They were wonderful.
The challenge as we get bigger is to make sure that as people shop with us, they still have the same experience. I want them to have the same good down-home experience that we offered 40 years ago when it was just the one location.